Well, we're standing here with Glenys Gibson, who's Miranda's mum. Miranda's been up a tree for 6 months defending Tasmania's ancient forests, and Glenys is about to head up the tree to see her. How are you feeling about going to see your daughter?
I'm very excited, very, very excited.
Awesome. Yeah.
I think it's really important to follow your passion, and she's very passionate about the forest. Who knows how long it's going to be before she comes down, and I've been missing her so much.
You could tell us a little bit about Miranda as a child.
She collected for every charity, she signed up for every charity collection that ever she heard about. So her father and I spent many years of her growing up, primary school and high school, walking around door to door collecting money with her. For me is that she's up in the tree all the time, so she doesn't come down. And I worry about her health. We worry about her health. We worry about her not having contact with, just hanging out with friends that we worry about, and we miss her. I guess we get to talk more. She's a captive audience for me now when I ring up. She can't really say she's going out somewhere.
How do you feel about going up?
I'm so excited.
Cool.
I haven't been able to sleep for a few nights.
Have you been this high up a tree before?
Never, ever. I don't do tree climbing, and I don't do camping.
Oh, I can't believe you've been so brave to come up here. It's going to be the adventure of your life.
It is. It so is, Miranda. Like, I'm the wussiest one in the whole family. I'm planning to stay for 3 nights. That's my goal that I'm setting myself. Who knows, I might say, I don't want to go. I don't want to go on a trip. I might get used to it.
A new resident at the observatory.
Wow. So we can sit and dangle over the edge because we've always got our harness on.
Yeah, that's right. Want to have a go? Put your feet over the edge.
Maybe tomorrow. Wow.
Is these your slippers?
Yeah.
Because I think my mum wanted to say goodbye on the radio first.
Bye everyone. Thank you. And is that your clothesline?
And
what's down here? Is this
These
the
are the
special
special
entrée?
renovations I did. See, we just got, and that's my shed in bathroom. I've got a little tent too, so I thought we can put that up there. Yeah, these are little solar powered fairy lights that I just got, and I tried them out last night, and it's so nice. It's except for it was kind of actually too bright to even have them last night because the moon was so bright, but we might get a dark enough night for it to use.
Aww, isn't it beautiful? Because I honestly did not know how it would be being up high. I've only ever been in high-story buildings, and you've certainly got a lot more to hang on to there. I think I've been managing pretty well. Miranda's done this wonderful renovation. I don't know how the house looked before, but I feel pretty cosy in here. And
So it's been probably about 8 or 9 months since I've seen my mum, and I think that's one of the things that's been hard about being up here is missing my family a lot.
It's just fantastic to be up here and spend that time with Miranda. And
it's hard to know how long I'm going to be up here for. It's kind of an indefinite period of time, so I guess I didn't know how long it was going to be before I would get to see my mum or anyone else in my family. So it's so nice that mum can actually come up here. And
I guess I've been an activist in a different way. I'm certainly not hardcore like Miranda, but I'm a social worker, and I've worked for many years with women in women's sectors, women's services, working with women who've been abused.
Yeah, there's definitely a strong influence in my family of, I guess, caring about or thinking about the rest of society, thinking about the impact on the world that we have, and I guess also a feeling that everyone can make a difference. How have you found the experience so far? Living in a tree sit.
It's been absolutely amazing. I'm surprised at how well I've coped. I didn't know how I'd go 60 metres up a tree. The best parts are this incredible view that just touches your heart. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, that's so lovely. Look at that. The mist. Other highlights are drinking tea, playing games, getting to just hang out and share time with Miranda, and also meeting a lot of the ground crew has been really good.
Yeah, and it was great having all the team roll into action and for the special guest star mum to get hauled up the tree.
I did feel like I was treated so like royalty. Yeah, I think you've done an amazing job of sorting out the space that you've got. So here we are sitting on this lovely deck, and the renovations you've made for me have just been absolutely fabulous. We've been sleeping in a tent in the in the what do you call that part?
The house.
What about for you, Miranda, when you were imagining me coming up?
Worried. I was a bit worried you might get up here and actually be quite scared of the height and just want to go straight down, and we just have to have our visit over the walkie-talkie. And then I thought if you did stay, then you might
you can say
be quite challenged by the cold, the conditions. I've actually been amazed at how well you've coped, and we've been having so much fun. It's been so great, and I was just saying to Mum before how one of the things I really miss is laughing a lot, because I'm spending so much time on my own, and I don't really. Sometimes there's something I might have a bit of a giggle about on my own, but I miss that interaction of like hanging out with someone and having a good laugh, and because me and my mum share such a good sense of humour, we've just been laughing and it's been so great. I think these laughs will get me through the next 6 months if I have to be up here that long.
What's been the hardest thing for you, Miranda, having you here in this space?
Well, I mean, on the whole, it's been quite good. I think I guess it's hard. I've got a very small platform, so I guess trying to have 2 people up here. So we set the tent up, and it kind of means there's just not very much room. So trying to like manoeuvre around, getting our ropes tangled up, and as Mum said, she's not very used to life in a tree.
I think I'm a little bit better now, aren't I? But
Yeah.
when my first day, I felt like a very clumsy big yeti, Bigfoot, tromping around the space.
Is this the start of a lifelong career in tree sitting for you, Mum?
I have to say, I do absolutely love the view. I'd be so happy if you did have a tree house, but one that I could just climb up in a ladder.
It's funny because lots of people always ask me when they're doing interviews, they kind of say, well, I want to know a bit about how I got to the point where I decided to live in a tree. And they're often like, is there something happened in your childhood? It's funny because I always say, well, I never went camping, that's for sure. I usually do say, we did, even though we didn't go camping, like we did enjoy being outside. We went to the park a lot, and I had some nice trees in our yard.
Yes, you had that beautiful tree house, didn't you?
Yeah.
My thoughts would have been, oh yes, Miranda would definitely be in a tree. But I knew without a doubt that you'd be doing something in the line of social justice. And this is social justice. You're doing this for not just for you and me, but for the community.
That you have been a very big influence in my life in terms of, and really, not just taking things for granted, but actually questioning what's going on. There's been like a really big influence, and that's kind of, and I guess that's what I hope to inspire other people to do too, not just with, what I'm doing in the observatory, but I mean, that's why what's really drawn me to wanting to do teaching, and what I love about teaching is, encouraging young people to, question things. And I mean, it's not about saying, okay, let's talk about the forest, I think you need to have this view of the forest, but it's, saying, well, look at all the issues and actually just take apart the information and come to a viewpoint yourself that that you've really thought about. So I think that's something I really value and that I've got from you.
And I have to say that I have learnt so much from Miranda. Well, look at this, Miranda, your adventures. Some of my most adventurous times in life have been with Miranda. And this is one of them. It is so important that for Miranda and her crew to be standing up for the forest. Who else is going to tell us what's going on? Are we going to rely on big business, on governments to be telling us exactly what's going on out here? They're going to tell us what they feel that we need to know. And, let's be honest, it's about money making, so you can rationalise cutting the very last tree on the island if it's to do with money. Says, how rational is it to chop down all these trees, to chop down old growth forests to make flooring, to make wood chips? Overall, people who I meet, who I come across, are very supportive of what Miranda is doing, and they're interested to find out more about what's going on. It's not actually the personal loggers, it's the companies they're benefiting from what's going on. It's the companies that are making the big money. There, of course, there are people who have an opposite view. Some people talk about the jobs, and that's really important to talk about. Jobs are important. We all need to work, have money to feed our families, our pets, have a roof over our heads. However, there's more creative ways of there's more rational ways of creating long-term employment than cutting down all the trees in Tasmania, that's for sure. I do believe, though, that's to keep logging is a short-term solution. We don't log now the way it was done years and years ago. Now the logging has such a huge impact on the whole area, not just on a few trees, the vast areas. Good morning. What a beautiful sunrise. Here you are just, you're sending out to everybody else the images, you're taking the forest to the people because people cannot come. Not everyone can come and sit in the observatory. Thank you for that. I just think you're amazing. You've been doing this for 6 months. Another perfect day today.
I know.
We only really had, did we?
Hey, there's a rainbow behind you. Quite faint.
Oh, isn't it beautiful? It's closer than yesterday's. I've had such an amazing time with you, Miranda, these last 4 nights and 4 days. I'm going to miss you so much, but I'm so looking forward to having a hot shower, a flushing toilet, and a bed to sleep in. You're just amazing, Miranda. I just don't know how you do this. Obviously, I can see that this beautiful forest is so worth saving. I so admire your courage and your determination and your ability to live in cramped quarters, attached to a rope day and night, have it improvising in every daily task. It's just amazing. I guess it's been a huge achievement for me. I've only seen one spider, but I always have this feeling that there's spiders watching me. I make Miranda check very thoroughly everything before I approach the tent or put on any clothing. And we were watching the birds yesterday afternoon. How amazing to be sitting up in the branches of a tree and watching the birds come to the tree. It was just magical. I feel like, life is full of contradictions, isn't it? And it's that sense of of the enormity, I guess, recognising and being part of the enormity of the issues here, of how important this beautiful old growth forest is to save, the enormity of the forest, but at the same time having that connection, that feeling of being the speck of sand on a beach, that humbling feeling of just being a small part of a huge universe.
I'm going to be forever changed, I think. I know I will be forever changed having this experience living in the observatory. It's what a rare and fantastic, amazing opportunity I've had. Very few people would get this opportunity to have this amazing view, see the world from this perspective. I've been so lucky. Okay, sadly it's time to say goodbye. Bye.
Bye, Mum.
Thank you so much, Miranda, for once again expanding my horizons, setting a challenge for me and taking me on a great adventure.